A lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Quick throw out wide from Mariota. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw Mariota. Open man is Ross, complete. Gets by him, and now the ball comes out. It's picked up by the Ravens.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick is
and it's up and good.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this game. Williams loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 29, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a foul as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing is Jackson. This one is down he goes. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And it's 3.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Ravens 21, Raiders 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mariota. And he goes down. The Ravens Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. Big hold at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mariota to throw it. Hits it in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Jackson. They're going deep downfield for... this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Ravens.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To J.K.
J.K. Dobbins, 41 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mariota again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota now. He's got it in. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mariota on the keeper. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He's going. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jumped loose. It's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First down, it's Gurley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100, and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Raiders 17.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off the play fake, Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. This likely a must-have, third and goal. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Levante David in on the tackle. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure on the offense.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. He's got him in, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He's starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
16 yards, a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons. Have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Ingram. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He's made the tackle.
So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
2 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And they take a knee. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Baltimore, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.